Shalom, Yasher Allah. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to the Most High Power in the name of His only begotten Son. Call Halal Yam, La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. Yahweh being who the world only calls God and Jehovah. Yahweh Shai being who the world only calls Jesus Christ or Jesu Cristo. Salutations to you, sincere Akim out there spreading this truth throughout the four corners of the globe in righteousness and sincerity. All right. Starting with the elders and apostles on down. In 144,000. The elect, all right, the house of David, the 1/3 consisting of women and children. Most High willing, this video be edifying. And I just going to go through the spirit with this lesson and basically go into the topic, meditate upon wisdom. Meditate upon wisdom to apply it, okay? Because you can have wisdom, but unless you apply it, it's unprofitable unto you, you know? It cannot profit you. And wisdom is very profitable, as you know. You know, the overall is commanded for us to dwell with wisdom. Okay, the law, statute, commandments is for our wisdom. You know, matter of fact, I'll get that through the spirit. Then this is Deuteronomy. I'll start. Deuteronomy chapter 4 verse 5. Behold, I had taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh thy power commanded thee, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. So now this is, you know, our forefather Moses teaching the Israelites the statutes and judgments of the Most High Power Yahweh. All right, that he was commanded to do so. All right, that you can use this law, these statutes and commandments to whatever land you go to possess it. All right, so just like when you're taught something in school, you have to use it to apply it to the curriculum or any test that they give you, okay, in order to even pass the test, right? So whatever you are taught, especially, you know, as far as this word, whatever is being brought to you, all right, when the Most High Power is supping with you, you supposed to use what is brought to you to apply it. Verse 6, it says, keep therefore and do them. So not only are you supposed to keep them in your mind, but you're supposed to do them. Keeping them, how can you keep wisdom? You know what I'm saying? It's not something that you can put in your book bag. It's not something you could put in your pocket. You keep them in your mind, all right? That's the only thing you can store, things that are intangible, that are spiritual, that you're taught in your mind. Your mind is like a city with walls. You want to have walls built up in the city, in a castle, in a fortress. All right, and in that fortress, you want to keep that wisdom deep buried in somewhere where you would keep treasures if you had like a castle or something, because you don't want anybody that's speaking crazy stuff to be able to get through all that, you know, through the walls of your mind and into the fortress and infiltrate into a secret, you know, to mess with the wisdom. All right. And do them. All right. Now that's another thing. Your doings is from your hands. All right. So you can apply wisdom and act on it as well. All right. That's the whole thing of this lesson. So meditate on wisdom to apply it. For this is your wisdom. There you go. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. You get me? So this is like, it's telling, how can you have the other nations look at us as if we're wise and understanding, as if you keep and do the wisdom, all right? The law, statute, commandments, okay? The judgments, the statutes, all right? If not, they're gonna look at us like they look at us now. The curses will fall upon our nation now, as far as being a byword and a proverb. Verse 7, for what nation is there so great who have the Most High so nigh unto them, as Yahweh our power is in all things that we call upon him. So there you go. Everything that happens unto you, you're supposed to be calling upon our power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, in all things that we call upon him. All right? Every single thing. Every single thing, all things, man. And to back that point up, I was going to bring up a quick story as far as that is concerned. Second Chronicles 16 and 12. Start at 11. Second Chronicles 16:11, and behold, the acts of Asa, first and last, lo, they are written in the book of the kings of Judah and Israel. And Asa, in the 39th year of his reign, was diseased in his feet, until his disease was exceeding great. Yet in his disease he sought not Yahweh, but to the physicians. And that, even though he'd been doing things to please the Lord all his life as king, right? He'd been acting for the Most High effectively in his reign. The fact that he ended it as far as in faithfulness is powerful. You know what I'm saying? Because that lets you know, even into the very great end of your life and in all things, all right, in your disease, you have to seek the Lord, man. All right, that's wisdom. That to everything that you do, that you're seeking the Lord. That's wisdom. Okay? Verse 13. And Asa slept with his fathers and died in the 41st year of his reign. And they buried him in his own sepulchres, which he had made for himself in the city of David, and laid him in the bed which was filled with sweet odors and divers kinds of spices prepared by the apothecaries' art, and they made a very great burning for him. So he still had an honorable burying, but his end, he died in faithfulness as far as not seeking the Lord and seeking man. And that is basically the what he went off. You know what I'm saying? Seeking man over the Lord, you know? Let's get that. Jeremiah chapter 17, 5. Says, thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that trusteth in man, and maketh flesh his arm, and whoso heart departed from Yahweh. There you go. That's when pride comes. Pride is when a man's heart departed from the Most High power, from Yahweh. You know? That's what you don't want to do, man. And all you're doing is you want to make sure you constantly staying on the right path. That's the only way. That's the only way, man. Let me get that right here. Ecclesiasticus, or the book of Sirach, chapter 10, verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High and his heart is turned away from his maker. There you go. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. That's just more understanding on what exactly happened and how turning trusting in man is a sin, because it brings upon you a curse. All right, cursed be the man that trusteth in man. All right, you gotta trust in the Lord. That's fearing the Lord. Okay, here it is. The king had a disease in his foot. He should be like, oh snap, let me seek the Lord. You know what I'm saying? What's going on with me? Let me seek the Lord. Not, oh snap, let me seek this man, this physician I know. You know, and that's applying wisdom. Okay, that's the ultimate thing, is to always trust in the Lord. And to bring out this quick precept, that's in Sirach too, 6 and 37. I'm gonna start at 36 though. It says, and if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. There you go. If you know a man of understanding, understanding of the word of the Most High, all right, you want to get up with him as many times as you can. And it says, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. There you go. Because you want to constantly be going to that person so you can receive this word, man. All right. Whether it be elders, apostles, other Akim that been in this truth, that got wisdom, that got experience in this truth, that's built up. You want to constantly build with them, man. Anytime that you can. All right. So you can able to receive more knowledge and wisdom and understanding, first by seeking the Lord, of course. First of seeking the Lord, but if the Most High is opening your understanding, you want to be able to build with other godly men that you know to keep the law, statute, commandments, like the scripture said. All right. So when thou miscarry, there shall sorrow with thee. All right. Verse 37, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart. All right. Your heart. And the analogy I brought up early is your heart is something that you can actually store up wisdom, because you can't put wisdom in the bag, but you could put it in your heart, your mind. And you want to protect that. You want to set up a great wall. You want to put it in a fortress. You want to put it up in a treasure chest, lock it up, so only you can get to it to use it and apply it. You don't want nobody whispering things in your ear, spirits, demons, regular people, carnal people, so they can actually, have you forsake wisdom, Forsaking wisdom is the most foolish thing anyone can do. But it says, meditate continually in the commandments, he shall establish thine heart, you're right, the mind. Lob. It says, and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. So when you in certain situations, you want to be able to apply the wisdom that the Lord have given unto you. All right. You need to be able to apply the wisdom. Having it is not enough. Okay. Why would you have all this treasure if you can't use it? You know what I'm saying? Why store it up? And you want to also share it, with brothers, with Akim, other fellow laborers, you know. Um, I'm gonna bring out one more like one more precept. I got a lot of precepts in my mind, but I don't want to make this video too long. I want to kind of bring out the point, and bring that back though. 6:37. It says, let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. There you go. Let me see. Is it 15? Yeah, here it is. Bad, yo. Sirach, or the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 15:1. He that feareth the Lord will do good, and he that hath the knowledge of the law shall obtain her. There you go. You got to have the knowledge. And as a mother, she shall meet him and receive him as a wife married of a virgin. With the bread of understanding shall she feed him and give him water of wisdom to drink. Okay? There you go, because you need that to spiritually sustain yourself. You know what I'm saying? To spiritually sustain yourself. Even during fasting, if you're not spiritually nourished, how can you endure your fasting without, having serious hunger pains? This is the bread of understanding that is feeding us, all right? That man and the spiritual food and water of wisdom to drink. Verse 4, he shall be stayed upon her and shall not be moved. All right, there you go. Stayed upon her and not be moved. That's because you got the wisdom stored in your mind, and you got a fortress of a great wall around it. And you got, you know what I'm saying? You have all these defenses set up, archers in your mind set up, so you cannot, you know what I'm saying? You cannot be moved from her, okay? So, and shall not be moved, and shall rely upon her, and shall not be confounded. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to be confounded by the foolish things of this world, but you will confine those that think about the knowledge and the science of this world and the foolishness of this world. But she shall exalt him above his neighbors. There you go. You're going to be exalted above your neighbors, rather they be not in the truth of your neighbor according to the flesh, or rather be slothful. One man get exalted over another. You don't want to be slothful. Stop growing in this thing, because somebody that is diligently seeking wisdom and applying it,
shall exalt him above his neighbors, and in the midst of the congregation she shall open his mouth. There you go. Only time you speak is when there's something wise to say and the opportunity presents itself. Knowledge, the Spirit will definitely let you know the time to do so in the midst of the congregation, right? Other fellow believers and Israelites, okay? Verse 6, he shall find joy in the crown of gladness, and she shall cause him to inherit an everlasting name. That's another thing. He wants to inherit an everlasting name. These people that are dwelling in darkness, they're not gonna, and they inherit a corruptible name, and that corruptible name is number one is already corrupt, but once they die, it perishes. You know, for wisdom, you applying wisdom, that's not forgotten. Wise acts and knowledge and understanding. That is something that it follows you even after the grave. All right, after you will give up the ghost. And, some of us aren't going to die. The elect. We're going to be delivered up out of here. And those that are going to be the ones that are constantly dwelling with wisdom and applying it as well and sharing it to those who seek the knowledge. Verse 7, for foolish men shall not attain unto her, and sinners shall not see her. For she is far from pride, and men that are liars cannot remember her. There you go. Those who say they know the Heavenly Father, but keeping not his commandments is a liar. So guess what? You don't got wisdom. You cannot dwell with her. For she is far from pride. We already read that too. For pride is when a man's heart departed from the Most High. So guess what? You cannot attain her. You know what I'm saying? It says, and sinners shall not see her. You can't see her. You're in darkness. You're a sinner. You're not trying to repent. You cannot see wisdom. And it says, there you go.
Quick precept to end it off in Proverbs, 4th chapter. Probably start at 5. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 5. Get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not. Neither decline from the words of thy mouth. All right. Neither decline from the words of thy mouth. So when you have wisdom and you get understanding, you're supposed to forget it not. So now you have it in your mind. Now you should be speaking wisdom and speaking understanding. All right. Verse 6, forsake her not. There you go. Forsake her not. You're not supposed to have wisdom and then be like, I think I'll just dwell with the foolish abominable thoughts of the great daughter of Babylon. Because that exactly, if it's not wisdom and it's not about this truth, those thoughts is just coming from this world, this wicked world, man. All right. We sit here and wax worse in this world, but we were saved, spiritually saved, and we're not physically saved because, we want to be saved mind, body, and soul. All right. And those who endure to the end, the same shall be saved. We want to be completely saved. We saved from sin because we know righteousness. All right. Because we were actually saved from wickedness because we didn't know righteousness. No, we were saved from righteousness because we didn't know it, and we only knew sin. We were workers of sin. Okay, because when the Most High will wink at your ignorance because you didn't know, but now that you know, you're saved from sin, and now you have you have actually an opportunity to continue to strive for the truth, to dwell with wisdom and apply the wisdom. All right, and to inherit an everlasting life, man. To put off the mortal man. Okay, so that and put off mortal thoughts. Okay, mortal thoughts meaning it could be killed, man. The fashion of this world fadeth away, so we have to be thinking about wisdom, things that is everlasting. This wisdom is everlasting. That's another thing. You already have to internalize the fact that this wisdom is forever. So to have this wisdom in your mind and apply it is never going to come to naught. All right. Forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Exalt her, get understanding, because once you get the wisdom, all right, You want to continually to grow and get understanding behind the things of the scriptures, all right? Precept upon precept, line upon line, here a little, there a little, Salakia. Praying and fasting. That's what fasting is. I just put it together, but praying and fasting, okay? So you can actually attain this word and cover a multitude of sins, you know, giving alms, being charitable, fervent charity to cover a multitude of their sins, all right? Verse 8, exalt her and she shall promote thee. There you go. Continue to exalt wisdom in your mind, in your words, and your doings, and she shall promote thee. She shall bring thee to honor, all right? Because you don't want to stay in your honor, so continue to dwell with wisdom, all right? She shall bring thee to honor when thou doest embrace her. She shall give to thine head an ornament of grace, a crown of glory shall she deliver to thee. With that being said, most high willing, this video was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and Shalom.